Yikes. All right, we're looking at kind of a cold start to our Tuesday with frost. I don't think we're going to see freezing temperatures overnight tonight and to begin our day Tuesday, and I'll explain why in just a moment. And then looking ahead to the rest of the week, milder temperatures, no big warm-ups, although we will have some ups and downs of our temperatures. We will see more sunshine through the week. Today, though, these low clouds, I made a video post last week talking about low clouds. They are difficult to forecast, and they can really make or break your forecast. What we need for the temperatures to bottom out overnight are clear skies, light winds, and low humidity. Well, let's check out the skies. We have been under overcast to mostly cloudy skies all day long. And while we have seen some occasional breaks in the clouds, and I know the low cloudiness is a little bit more difficult to see on infrared satellite, there are more of these low clouds moving in from Mississippi, and that low cloud deck is pretty much all across southwestern Mississippi and north central Louisiana. So I don't know if we're going to completely clear out tonight. Winds, we need them to settle. There is a little bit of a breeze outside, but the winds are not nearly as strong as they were earlier in the day, and the winds will be settling through the overnight period and going into early tomorrow morning. So I think we'll have the lighter winds, maybe not completely calm, but lighter. And look at the dew points. We're in the upper 30s, but most of us in the 40s. The temperature cannot get lower than the dew points. So if the dew points are in the 40s, temperatures are not going to be getting into the 30s. Now, the expectation is that through the overnight, our dew point values on the South Shore, upper 30s, so no freezes there. And then in Slidell, maybe mid 30s. So I think we could get as low as the mid 30s, and that would be about it. So staying above freezing, but definitely cold enough and with enough moisture in place to see widespread frost to begin our Tuesday morning. Few areas possibly in the Pearl River Valley could see near freezing, but even that I think would be a stretch. We finally have a change in the upper pattern. If you remember back to last week, this southwesterly flow, which originates in the Pacific Ocean, was right over us. That is being pushed down into the Gulf, and a more progressive pattern with these upper troughs look to take over most of this week. And while we never really tap into the cold air, when I'm talking teens, 20s, any of that coming down to the south, we stay with a fairly cool pattern all this week. And there will be several surges of this colder air pushing a bit farther south, and we do have a couple of fronts on the way, but we never really get into any frigid air. That generally stays up to our northeast, nor do we ever really see any big warm up. That generally stays off to our west. So overall this week, on the average, staying about normal. That's not bad. After the cloudy skies and chilly, dreary days last week, we will start to see more sunshine. Just need to first get rid of this low cloudiness. Our models are not very aggressive with the clearing of the skies through the overnight period. So we might begin our Tuesday with those clouds around. If that is the case, I don't know if many people are going to be getting into the 30s at all overnight. It really will depend upon how much clear sky we can see. Now, as we get closer to the noon hour, so mid-morning and through the afternoon, I think we do start to see more sunshine, and then a very pretty Tuesday. Wednesday, we start to see an onshore wind. That starts warming us right back up. So a little milder by Wednesday, and then here comes another front. That'll cool us back down for Thursday. So some ups and downs of our temperatures, not much rain. We don't need the rainfall. And as the whole kind of average temperatures will stay pretty chilly during the day tomorrow, near 70 degrees on Wednesday. Front moves through upper 60s Thursday, back to the low 70s for Friday and maybe into the weekend. Temperatures drop and maybe a stronger cold front to start next week.